This is John Paul, right? I'm coming from Tokyo, Japan. This TV behind me, I've got two of these. No one watches this one, so I'm going to use it as a backdrop to this video. If you're new here, I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, stuff like that, and today we're talking about how Bruce Lee was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood by Quentin Tarantino, and he gets into a fight with Brad Pitt, who plays a stuntman. And the whole controversy is that, okay, Brad Pitt's character doesn't beat him flat out. The way they have it, it's kind of a draw. Bruce Lee jump kicks Brad Pitt, and Brad Pitt throws him into a car. Something like that. And the thing is, Quentin Tarantino actually wanted to have it more of a definitive win for the stuntman, who is Brad Pitt's character. And Brad Pitt himself actually said, I don't want to do that. You should honor Bruce Lee's legacy more. So I'm a little torn here, guys, because I really like Quentin Tarantino, and I really like Bruce Lee. I don't want to see Bruce Lee disrespected, but then again, I don't really want to see Quentin Tarantino in this hot water because he's a pretty cool director. So it's a little messy for me. I have some mixed feelings. Let's get into a little article about it. Alright, right here you see Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, why the Brad Pitt and Bruce Lee fight is confusing moviegoers. And some moviegoers are just a little bit aggravated about it. And I heard that Bruce Lee's daughter herself is a little bit aggravated about it. She had a few points where she understood where Quentin Tarantino was coming from, but then again, she said a few things where she thought that he could have handled the scene a lot better. Apparently, Bruce Lee comes off a little cocky, a little cheesy maybe. A key sequence involving Bruce Lee and Brad Pitt's character has been the subject of controversy and timeline confusion, but that one is easier to assess. So, they get into it a little bit here. Let me read a few key points. Like I just said, both Lee's daughter, Shannon Lee, and protege, Dan Inosanto, have spoken out against Tarantino for his portrayal of the martial arts and acting legend in the scene. So it also says the actor Mike Moore, or Moore, or Mo, or Moore, and all these damn actor names drive me crazy. Okay, let's call him Mike M for now. So Mike M says that he himself was a little conflicted about the scene. So we haven't heard anything from Tarantino yet that I could tell, but it seems like a lot of the actors, Bruce Lee's daughter, and a lot of people around the set were just a little bit not all into this scene. So I'm kind of wondering why Quentin Tarantino, I said Clinton, let's go for it, let's get it right. Why Quentin Tarantino wanted the scene in the movie. I really am curious to see what he says. Maybe he'll have a good explanation. Maybe he'll be cool. He'll come out and say something like, well, it didn't come out quite like I planned. And, you know, I'm sorry for that for some people. Maybe he'll be cool about it. But maybe he'll just, be like, no, that's kind of what I wanted. I don't know. I'm curious to hear what QT has to say. They mention here that the Wikipedia page about this keeps getting changed over and over. People contradict each other, getting confused about what each other's writing. So I guess there's kind of a timeline error someplace also with this, which is, yeah, never good. I mean, either is or isn't. That's plain fact, I guess. They do say at one point it's actually a scene that's based on Cliff, the stuntman's memories, so maybe it's not actually supposed to be something that literally happened. So that's interesting. That would actually be a defense. But if that's not clear in the movie, then, you know, it's hard to justify, because I'm big on what's actually clear in the movies. Anyway, I'll be seeing this soon. I haven't actually seen the movie yet, so maybe I shouldn't actually be pitching in my opinion, but I think it's a simple enough situation where I don't have to see the whole context of the movie, because what it sounds like is it's just this one isolated scene that seems to be controversial. It's not because it's connected to some other scenes down the line you have to understand. It just seems like, yeah, this one scene here in isolation is kind of giving people the creeps. Whatever you want to say. Anyway, let me know what you think of that in the comments. I'm doing shout-outs, special thanks, things like this, pop culture, Star Wars collabs, and I will see you. Please click the subscribe button before I say see you next time. See you next time.